Hey English learners, I hope you're all doing great. I hope that your language learning process has been going well, and I hope that my videos and my podcast have been helpful for you. And I want to thank you all for watching my videos and for supporting me. And I know I haven't been on YouTube in a long time, and I'm sorry for that. And for this past year and a half or more, my focus has been on my podcast. Most of you already know about the Listening Time podcast, but some of you might not. Some of you just found me here on YouTube. And if that's the case, then I want to let you know that I have a podcast. That's my main focus. And it works kind of like my YouTube videos, except I don't have a script. I just speak naturally and talk about different topics. I speak slowly and clearly, and I provide the transcript. So if you've never checked that out before, you'll see some episodes here on YouTube that I already uploaded. But all of my episodes are available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or any other podcast app that you use. It'll be available there, all the episodes. And so I'm only posting some episodes here on YouTube, and I don't post the new episode each week here. So make sure to check out my podcast on those other platforms. The link is in the description down below, so you can check that out. And I've also been focusing a lot on my membership and my other podcast, the US Conversations podcast. I've been working a lot on those. So that's been my focus for a while now. But I'm thinking about coming back and doing some more videos here on YouTube like I used to. Some listening practice videos for different levels. I'm not 100% sure yet, but I have the idea to do that. And I kind of wanted to make a video just to talk a little bit about that and maybe get your thoughts on that. Of course, I'm continuing to produce my normal weekly podcast, and that's a lot of content for your listening. And so if you feel like that's enough, then let me know in the comments. But if you really want me to make more videos, kind of shorter videos like I used to make here on YouTube, then let me know in the comments as well. Tell me what you think. What type of content do you like? Do you think that the podcast is enough, or do you feel like you also want these YouTube videos as well? So leave a comment and let me know what you think about that. So if I do start to make listening videos here on YouTube again, there are a few things I want to mention before I start doing that, just so that you know. The first thing is that I put subtitles in English at the bottom of each video. I know some people don't like that. Some people want to practice without the subtitles, and that's fantastic. However, I put them there for people that do want to use them. And if I only include the subtitles in the YouTube subtitle part, most people don't activate it. A lot of people don't even know how to activate that. So I just put them at the bottom of the video in English. And those videos where I put the subtitles, they tend to do better on YouTube. They reach more people, and that's better. It's better for me, and it's better for all the English learners that need access to this type of content. So I'm sorry if you don't like that, but I'm going to continue doing that. I'm going to put the subtitles at the bottom because that helps the video perform better, and it helps people that want the subtitles. And if you don't want the subtitles, if you just want to practice your listening, then simply ignore the subtitles, right? Just look up, don't look down, and don't look at the subtitles, right? And in fact, I always talk about using repetition, watching the same video or listening to the same podcast episode multiple times, sometimes with the subtitles or the transcript, and sometimes without. So for example, you can watch one of my videos first without the subtitles, and then the second time with them to see what words you missed and all that, and then listen the third time without subtitles again. So I encourage you to watch these videos without subtitles as well, but just look up, because I'm not going to stop subtitling the videos, because that's something that has helped make these videos so successful. So I'm going to continue doing that, and hopefully these videos will continue to reach more English learners. And another thing I want to mention is that I'm only going to make videos for A1, A2, and B1. I see a lot of comments from people that ask for C1 level videos, C2 or B2. In my opinion, after B1, you should just be using native content, okay? You shouldn't be using content that's for C1, right? Really, content for C1 is just native content, right? You can just listen to podcasts that are made for English speakers, or watch YouTube videos that are made for English speakers, or read books that are made for English speakers. So once you're at that level, you shouldn't really be using guided content like this that much, okay? You should be focusing on native content and get accustomed to, what real English sounds like. If you still want a little bit of kind of a guide when you start to use native content, then I recommend you either listen to my advanced podcast episodes or my US Conversations podcast, where I talk to other people and also include the transcript with definitions of keywords. So either of those resources can be a good introduction for you to start to listen to native content, but still with some guidance, right? With the transcript, and in the case of my US Conversations podcast, with some definitions. So if you need that, those are great resources for you. But in general, you should be listening to native content at that level. So I'm going to make videos. If I decide to do videos, I'll make them for A1, A2, and B1. Then after that, it's native content or my other guided content, okay? And if I make a video that says A1, that doesn't mean that you should be able to understand everything if you're at an A1 level. No. Or if it's a B1 video, that doesn't mean that you're going to understand everything if you're at a B1 level. I just use those little terms like A1, A2, B1. I use them a little bit loosely. I'm not saying that this video only contains material for A2, for example. The point of these videos being labeled as A1, A2, and B1 is to, number one, show the different levels between the videos. But number two, to be a video that's challenging for people at that level. The A1 videos will be challenging for A1 listeners, right? The B1 videos will be challenging for B1 level listeners. So it's always going to include things that are above your level, words that you don't know, phrases that are new, or it might be faster than that level, right? So these are just terms and titles I'm using a little bit loosely to help differentiate these videos. But in general, what's important is that you challenge yourself with these videos. So if you're above a B1 level, you should be using native content. And actually, the B1 level videos that I make are pretty much at normal speed, normal English. So it's just like guided normal English. It might be a little bit easier than normal English, but it's basically the same at the B1 level of those videos that I make. Okay? I think that's it. I think that's all I wanted to mention. So let me know in the comments if you want me to start making YouTube listening videos again, or if you think that the podcast is enough. And if you've never listened to my podcast, or if you've only listened to it here on YouTube, make sure to listen to it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or anywhere else, any other podcast app. And you'll see all the episodes and you have the transcript for every episode. So the link will be down in the description to the Spotify page. But if you use a different app, you can just search listening time and you'll see that podcast in whatever app you use. All right, well, I hope your English learning continues to go well and keep up the good work.